Hello, you're welcome back to Project Management Demystified. Right, so still on our interview series, episode 19, I think. So we've been covering a number of potential interview questions, and as I always say, the questions might not be exactly like this, but at least this will give people some idea of ways to structure their responses to interview questions. So think deep, think about it, don't rush before you respond to questions. I also advise people, and I also do this as well, I try to write down. So when the question is asked and I write, it gives me space and time to think. And also, a lot of interviewers, they want the best candidate, so they want to give you time to think so that you can come with your best response. No one is looking out to catch you out. In the last episode, I think we covered giving feedback, and I said giving feedback might be easier compared to receiving feedback. Yeah, we can give feedback. Everyone wants to give feedback. One of the things that is readily available everywhere these days, it is opinions. Put a poll out there, put a question out there, and let people give their opinions. You will not have you will have more than enough. And that's what you see on in the comment section of posts. So everyone has an opinion. Everyone, even people that don't put their opinions on comments, they have an opinion. So receiving feedback. Sometimes we can proactively go out and ask for feedback. So in an interview, Michael, tell me about a time when you have been given feedback, GIVEN, or when you have received feedback. How did you take it, and maybe how did you adopt or implement the feedback that has been given? So thinking about feedback, one thing I try to do is, and this is not just work related, and it has really helped me to grow in my career. When I'm receiving feedback, I don't look at the person giving me the feedback. I look at the contents of the feedback. So recently, a very good example, recently someone sent a message in one of my posts that I should put captions on the posts. And it was something that I thought of doing previously, but I just didn't think it was necessary. So that feedback has been taken, but I haven't been able to implement it because I'm kind of old school and I haven't figured out how to do add captions, auto-generated captions on TikTok. So I'm old school. That's why I've not taken the feedback, but it's something that I would learn, and if it's not too frustrating, and then I'll do it, because I know that it's inclusive. It lets people that might not understand my accent to follow the what I'm sharing. I have also been given another feedback years ago about looking at the camera, like looking when I am speaking. Because of the kind of content I do, I'm not reading from somewhere. I'm trying to think, and when I'm thinking, it doesn't come. It's not natural for me to be thinking and just be looking straight like a robot. I know people can do it easily, but it's not easy for me, because I look left, I look right, I look up. I try to think and try to come up with ideas on what I'm thinking about. So I'm just speaking off the fly. I can have bullet points, but a lot of the things I'm saying, they're just from my experience. They're just from my head. So that was difficult to take on. So I'm just being vulnerable and being truthful here. So I haven't really been able to do that. But if I really want to, I can train myself and be able to do that over time. So those are two examples. So in a work environment, someone gives feedback, regardless of who the person is. We should focus on the content of the feedback. And if we give feedback and we're giving feedback from a genuine, from a caring point of view, to grow the person, to improve the person, then we should be able to receive feedback as long as the feedback is genuine and it's an attempt to grow us. It is when we have fixed mindset that we don't will be struggling to accept our feedback. So maybe somebody, so I've given 2 examples now, but feedbacks happen throughout our career, throughout our lives. How did we take it? Did we listen to the actual feedback? Did we ask questions, and genuine questions about how to understand the feedback, rather than, we can ask cheeky questions just to show off and not take on the feedback. We will not be too defensive, not be defensive. Some feedback will come as surprise, and some, for people that are self-aware, might already have an idea of that feedback, might already be thinking about it. So there are different types. So handling feedback, just be self-aware, think through it, and if it's something that would help you, remove the person giving you the feedback. Think, is this something that would help me? Is this something that would help me advance my career, my personality, my brand? Then take it on and try to implement it. I'll just stop there for today, and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers. Bye-bye.